What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well today. We are back on some MX bikes, and firstly I'd like to apologise for the little echo in the background today. I'm kind of moving stuff around in the office, so there's not really anything in here at all right now to absorb the sounds and the echoes, but by next video that should be gone, so bear with me for this one. But this is a very exciting one today because a fellow YouTuber, Smoksta, has created his very first track in MX bikes, which I love to see. I like seeing people kind of branch out from one creative space to another, and I've kind of seen the progress of this track from start to finish. He's been posting work in progress pictures in the Earthwork Discord from time to time, and if you was to like look at the track right now and remove all of the dirt and the grass and trees and everything and just have track, I saw a picture of this like in the really early on development of it, and I was like, that looks like that has some incredibly good flow with the booters and the elevation and such. And then somehow he managed to press a button and lose half of it, and then he's had to build it up again. So it looks like it's been not a long time coming. He's worked on it for about a month now, but I am excited to see how this rides overall. Now, I am not riding my normal KTM 450 today. I have no idea where I spawn in. I'm guessing I'm over here. There I am. I'm on a KTM 252 stroke instead because the vote to get Washougal as a two-stroke only round went through, so we're going to be practicing on that. But I'm very excited for this. So thank you and well done, and congratulations, Smoksta, for your very, very first release. So now let's spin some laps on it and see how it rides as well. Okay, everything seems to be working okay. We've got a map on the right-hand side, which means all of the timing gates, etc., are all working fine. And you can tell straight away, the second I hop onto this track, you can tell that he was helped and taught about textures by Kevin Foiler, because it looks very, very Kevin-esque with the way that it's got like the groomed lines going around the entirety of the track and where the highlights are and the ruts, etc. It looks very, very nice, I will admit. Nice to see how many people that he's thanked in the like credits as well. Usually people will just put one or two or don't put anything at all, so it's nice to see that he's gone out of his way to thank each and every single person that's helped him along the way. And it is nice seeing people being so helpful to brand new track creators. I love how readily available assistance and what's the word, like material to be able to then go and build your own stuff is these days. I couldn't imagine trying to build a track back when, like even before Resolute Kraken's tool existed, for example, when it was all down to something like Notepad, having to make sure everything was the correct format, correct size, you know, had all these specifications, make sure everything was kind of like looking in the right folders, in the right places, in the right times, with the right names, and it must have been a complete pain in the bum. So I'm very glad that we have the tools and the people in the community with the knowledge to kind of help and solve any problems that new builders have along the way. I will admit, seeing this right now does make me, again, really want to get into learning Dalen Leveler, because it just seems to be the way for a lot of these boys these days. Seems to, I wouldn't say easy by any means, because it looks like it is still not complicated, but maybe difficult program to learn for the first time. I opened it up once for like 10 minutes. No clue what I was doing, shut it, haven't opened it again since. So I need to go into it at some point. I know since then Red Rider's made tutorial videos on how to use that and so on and so forth, so maybe one day we'll dive back in. I can't see myself ever finishing the Arena Cross series, which I know sounds bad since there's just one round left out of the 5, but you've got 4 others, it's okay. And I think the next track that I do would be an outdoors track and trying to get some elevation involved as well, because all of my tracks have just been built on flat ground to this point. Even my outdoors track Riverside was just completely flat base terrain. So yeah, we'll get some elevation in there at some point. Have I crashed yet? I don't think I've crashed yet, and you know what I say, it's usually a good sign if on lap 1, just with the way that you hit the jumps, if you can actually, that's a different line. We then send this. I don't think that's meant to be sent like that. Okay, I was about to say, like, testing wise, it must have had a lot of time and effort spent into it just to make sure it all flows really, really nicely. But that's on me for not stepping on. I should have thought about that. Or alternatively, if I can give constructive feedback on that, I would maybe make it so that stepping over there can be like an alternate line, and you can jump out and do a different rhythm instead of being just stuck to the one. Maybe you can. Maybe on the 450 you can send it and then downside the next bit of the dragon's back. But who knows? I am on lap number 2 so far. Thank the Lord. Great attention to detail. Thank you for putting an invisible barrier there. That would have been an absolute pain and suffering if I fell off the edge of the map. Okay, right, let's get on the brakes, round to the right. So the finish line that jump right in front of me with the arch. Lovely stuff. It's just tossing her nice and flowy. I have a feeling that this track would do quite well in public lobbies, because it's not hard by any means. It's got a good flow to it, a little bit of elevation, jumping up and down the hills, and the jumps that you do have, the faces on the jumps are built really nicely in a way that it does just let you get the bike cranked over and get sideways. So it wouldn't surprise me to see quite a few lobbies on this filled up as well. Let's get back onto the track, bark our way down this hill, and then we're just going to go tossing her. See that? Okay, that jump sends you like more forwards and up, so it's fairly easy to get all the way up and over it. Going to step down and try and hit this small inside rut, which actually holds you surprisingly well. I thought it was almost like a token gesture of a rut there, but that does a very, very good job. And then I wonder... I'm brainstorming. I wonder if you can triple out of that and then step down. Because the double looks quite easy, but the triple looks like it's a little bit of a stretch. Just go... Oh, triple! Oh yeah, quad all the way down, and then you single your way out and not take the scumbag line like me. Nice. I'm just getting the brain working, just seeing what... Oh, I'm live. Seeing what lines work and don't work. Love how I went over that rut, but it didn't pop me off into a Tony Hawk 900 spin. That was very much appreciated. So the tops of the ruts have been smoothed out nicely, so there's no wonky stuff going on there. Go on, off, into this dragon's back, down, into a dragon's back, up. We'll scrub this way. Maybe that dragon's back is meant to be sent. I want to turn around and try and hit that as well. Because it's like looking at... Oh, it's a very steep downside. No, maybe not. Maybe it is just meant to be on-off, dragon's back. Because it would be really nice if you could step over the table and then hit one dragon's back and downside the other one. So if I just didn't go far enough. Ignore me. Yeah, so take off here and then downside all the way to here. I don't think you're going to quite get the oomph to get up and over that. Round. The ruts do hold you really well as well. So it's not like it's just round the outside everywhere. I think if you wanted to go out of your way to try and dive up the inside someone, try and make a pass, you very much could do that. It's a steep boy. Very surprised my front end didn't tuck there. Really surprised actually. That held me really, really nicely. Like that's a really skinny rut, but I had no issue with it at all. Fair play. Built really, really well. And I think that's in combination with the old 90 front tyre as well. I've basically just fully removed 80 front tyre from my life these days because it doesn't feel nice to me since the beta 19 update, so I just run 90 on the front now and just the usual 120 on the rear. It just helps keep the front end a lot more planted. It is slower, but you can feel that the bike's a little bit slower when you're just when you're riding in general. It feels like the bike's been weighed down slightly. But fortunately, where I ride 450s as opposed to 250s most of the time, it's bearable, it's manageable. You don't feel that slowed down. All right, I need to remember to jump to the left here this time. There we go. Jumped a little bit too far, but we stayed on the track this time, other than the previous two laps where I went flying. But yeah, 90 front tyre is the way for me from now on. It really is. I'd much rather be a little bit slower each lap, but just have that consistency rather than being scared of the front end siding out on me in every single corner. I mean, for the whole of Redbud, I ran the 90 on the front, and I switched to the 80 just to try it out on the track after the race was done, and I couldn't even, like, go fast into the whole shot corner. So you turn left after the finish line, the very next right-hander, I couldn't hit it with any sort of speed without the front end washing on me, whereas with the 90, I could just get the bike cranked over and almost stay full throttle, to be fair, and it's just absolutely fine. So there's a little nugget of information if you boys wish to give it a go yourselves. You know, it's quite a long lap time. Oh, step over. There you go. That's as good a run as any. No, you can't. Not doable. Not doable. So you're going to have to check up there. And I'm going to have to turn off YouTuber brain mode where I'm just yapping away and actually concentrate on where I am on the track. So yeah, quite a long lap time. I'm guessing that I haven't actually had a clean lap yet since I've been yapping. Because looking on the track map, it doesn't look that long. But maybe it is. Maybe it's... Oh, no. Never mind. I've just seen Max HUD. How did I... Wait, what did I do? Did I stop somewhere? Did I stop and look at a bit of the track? I'm 34 seconds ahead. That sounds more of a realistic time around here. I was going to say, I didn't think that the lap time would be almost 3 minutes looking at the track map on the right-hand side. I swear it's not that long of a track. I like this little section up here where you jump in. I wonder if you could, like, if you angle it right, you could quad all the way around rather than going triple roll. That'd be an interesting line to see. I'm going to step down again. Okay, so we're looking more at like the 2 minute mark. It's going to be definitely under sub 2 minutes for when you get clean laps. Obviously, I do keep making quite a few mistakes, which I apologise for, Smoksta. First laps of the day, just hopping on and just running the track without any warm-up at all. Haven't spun any laps of the track prior to this either. So we're going to step up here and then jump to the left slightly. Can I still hook this inside? Or barely? Definitely should have changed down gear though. Can't rely, no quick shift on the old two-stroke. Can't rely on it. Can't scumbag my way around the track. Probably also, if you downside that perfectly, you can get hooked in that inside of rut. And then I wonder if you'll have the speed though to hit that full step down if you hit inside. And then uphill rollers, you could probably be a bit scumbaggy and low line the left or the right hand side, but we will play things by the book at the moment. So then we go triple, quad down, send this single under the MXB mods whole shot line. Step on, step off. I'm going to go to the inside here because when I go outside, I jump way too far. And let's try this inside as well. Screw, gentle, yeah, yeet, up and over. I'm going to flat track this. You can apex that without having to hit any ruts. It's actually pretty damn quick. Oh, did not get the lift I wanted off of that. Step over. It's also worth mentioning I am running 0.80 road right now. And I'm only 4 laps deep to be fair. But I can't see too much in the way of the road. So I imagine it might be one of them tracks where it gets a little bit tricky to spot. It doesn't get like a super dark bit of the track where you've ridden. So just bear that in mind when you're racing online. If you suddenly have like a front end wash, there is probably a road there that you haven't seen. So be careful about that. Around to the left. It could be worse. You could make your first track, and when the track erodes to a certain point, all of the grass underneath the dirt comes through, which just looks absolutely stupid. Because, you know, it's just not realistic at all. So definitely done a better job than I did for the first track. That is completely sure. We'll step over this bad boy, and we'll try and get a bit steezy over the finish line. Yeah, yeet. Backward. Oh, okay, thank you, Boso. I definitely wanted to do a 360 there. Thank you so much for taking the wheel and just this game. This game is something. Also like the attention to detail of the SpongeBobs. Stop people from cheating. Oh, literally about to sign off for the video, and Amazon comes and knocking at the door, delivering a parcel for me. So there you go. There's a quick little edit that's had to be made there. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Smoksta, again, congratulations on your first track release. I know it's usually quite a big moment for people releasing their first track. I had a sense of like pride and accomplishment when mine went out and I saw people riding it, so I hope you get exactly the same feeling. And that's going to wrap it up for me today. I hope you enjoyed. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, all that lovely stuff. And go and give Smoksta a subscription as well. I'll leave a link to his channel down in the description for you below. And yeah, have a lovely rest of the day. Catch you boys in the next video. Peace.
Lynn's in the zone, never backing down. Riding MX bikes, he's the talk of the town. 2022 champ with a YouTube crown. His game is tight, no signs of slowing down. Late nights, bright lights, he's chasing that fame in the digital arena. Writing his name, she's a 10 out of 10. Supporting his lane, hairline might receive, but his passion's the same.